Welcome back to Two Hot Takes. I keep touching this like this is real. Let the record show. Let the record show. Sorry, let me answer the question. I forgot what the question was.
It's like 1 o'clock on a Monday.
1:15.
1:18 on a Monday, so we're hungry. So we stopped by our local Glendon marché and we got tacos.
Yeah!
Cheers.
No, wait! Do you watch Good Mythical Morning?
Occasionally.
Dink It and Sink It? Have you seen that? Every time they eat, for all of you Rhett and Link fans out there, every time they eat something, they go dink it and sink it.
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be introducing you all to my friend Ellie, who works as the Welcome Center Liaison at the recruitment office at Glendon. She's fantastic, super smart, and super funny, and has so many super cool tips and tricks for all of you who are looking to come to Glendon. And as a special little bonus, today's video is actually filmed in the Radio Glendon space, which is this funky little club that is run all completely by students for students who are wanting to produce any type of audio visual media. It's not my specialty area, but they know all about it and they can help you produce podcasts, talk shows, music, anything like that. So definitely check them out on all of their social media to learn more. I will put that in the description box down below. But without further ado, let's get on to the video. Hi friends, welcome back to Glendon. Today I am here with my friend Ellie. Ellie, who are you? Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Ellie. I'm the Welcome Center Liaison in the recruitment office here at the Glendon campus. Yeah, I'm also a Glendon alum. I graduated in 2018. I did sociology, gender and women's studies, just like Megan, right? And I did a certificate in sexuality studies as well. Yeah, and I've come back to work here. I loved it so much I had to come back, so.
Fantastic. I love that. What is kind of your job as a Welcome Center Liaison?
So I'm essentially like the first point of contact for all inquiries in terms when it comes to the recruitment office. So the recruitment office is kind of the first impression that most students get of Glendon. So we have some incredible people that work in our office. They're known as student recruitment officers, or SROs for short. My brother is actually one of them, which is really cool. And these people he is awesome. And these people will go out to high schools and visit students. So they do sometimes like in-class presentations, or they'll do fairs, and this is kind of the first introduction that students will get to the university. Sometimes they might have heard of the university before, but they might not know much. Sometimes it can be like the very first introduction that they get, but they'll get to talk to somebody who represents that university and can talk about the programs and options that you might have in that program. But if you ever, visit the office or send an email or call on the phone, it's usually most likely myself or even sometimes one of my work study students that you're speaking to directly. So yeah, like I said, first point of contact. You can kind of ask us anything. Sometimes we'll stop in for a campus tour and we'll go, yeah, for sure. So
I love that. So if you do call, you're in for a treat because Ellie is wonderful.
Thanks. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Megan is also wonderful.
Thank you. So while we enjoy our tacos, I do want to ask you a couple more questions. So, I know you work at the recruitment office, which technically I do too, so wonderful. What kind of services do we offer for current and incoming students and prospective students?
The recruitment office deals primarily with prospective students. So while you're still like a high school student, or even you don't even have to be a high school student actually, any future student in any capacity, whether you're coming from a high school anywhere around the world, or you're like a mature student, or you're a transfer student, or anything like that, a returning student, as long as you're thinking of applying to Glendon, you would sort of be in communication with us. Sorry, I'm not like twitchy in my teeth. But we offer a lot of great resources and help to students. So not only, of course, can you reach out to someone like me if you have any questions, but we have our student admissions advisor, Jennifer, that people can speak to. They can book like a virtual one-on-one with. You can certainly book an appointment and come into the office with her if you'd like. But if it's not super convenient, but you want to talk to somebody sort of face-to-face, but virtually, you can book her online. We also have our international student recruitment officer, Ryan, that people can also book a virtual one-on-one with. We have a lot of info sessions that we host on Zoom. So we started on Zoom during the pandemic, and then I think we just found that it's sort of more convenient for people to be able to attend, and then you can still ask questions as well. But we host a lot of information sessions. We have some for like parents and supporters info sessions, so parents, guardians, supporters of people that are applying. If you want to gain some information to help someone that that's applying through this process, and you have your own questions, you can attend those information sessions as well. I believe we have some for the dual degree, but there's a lot of them that we have. And then of course we have incredible people like Megan. So Megan is one of our e-ambassadors. Our e-ambassadors like Megan put out some really incredible content like this. They'll do YouTube videos, Instagram reels, TikToks, things to sort of reach people like yourselves. If you're watching this, that means this works.
Please watch this.
Please watch this. Blow this up. But yeah, this way you kind of get to know Glendon, and I feel like it's like, I like this because it's like organic sort of content. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like just a couple of friends chatting about Glendon. We're having a conversation, and I love that. Me and my garlic breath. I mean my onion breath. But there's a lot of resources and stuff that we offer to students, just to name a few. But then I know, as I said, the Office of Student Affairs, for example, once you accept your offer and you're a Glendon student, there's still so many things in place every step of the way for students to make this a very easy transition. So actually, even before the Office of Student Affairs, once you've accepted your offer, you'll, through your MyFile account, you'll book an enrollment appointment with an academic advisor, and they will sit with you and help you plan your schedule, which is great. So you accept your offer, we help you through that process. Then, once you've accepted your offer, we gently hand you over to academic services, and you'll sit with an academic advisor, and they will help you put your schedule together, understand what your degree requirements are and what courses you should be taking most likely in your first year, and how you can sort of figure that out. So that's really great. And then of course you have student financial services that can help you when it comes to like scholarships, grants, bursaries, awards, all of that stuff. You can fill out your student financial profile, and this is also where you can apply to work study positions through your student financial profile, but they can explain all of that to you. If you need help applying to OSAP, they can help you with that as well. They're so great. And then once you actually start at Glendon, the Office of Student Affairs has this peer mentorship program where they can connect you with an upper year student, whether that student is in second, third, fourth year, etc. And they kind of are just like a mentor, like a guide to you to help make this transition easier. They can show you around if you have questions about where one of your classes is located, or maybe they took a class that you took, or that you're taking, and they know of a professor. They can give you tips and tricks, maybe show you something that they found worked in terms of like taking notes or anything like that, which is really nice. Introduce you to some people and you'll make friends. It's really, really cool. So yeah. It's a very long answer, but I hope that maybe you splice it up.
So as not only, the Welcome Center Liaison, but also as an alumni of Glendon, why do you think that prospective and future students should be taking advantages of these services and reaching out to you and your students?
Because honestly, like, that's a great question, by the way.
Thank you.
You don't know what you don't know. And like I was kind of saying earlier, the transition can be a little daunting sometimes, even if you're not coming directly from high school. But it should be an exciting time because you're going to university and it's like a new milestone, a new step in your life, and you're getting to study something that you're super interested in, right? When you're in high school, you kind of have to take everything. When you get into like grade 11 and 12, you kind of get to be a little bit more selective in what you want. Like if you don't want to take sciences, you don't have to, for example. But when you're in university, you really get to find your passion and focus on that, which is so much fun and so exciting. So it should be an exciting sort of transition moment in your life, but it can be daunting because you don't always know what the next steps are, how to go about the next steps. You know, you have questions, you want to make sure that you do it right, because of course it also costs money to apply, right? And you don't want to mess that up. And I don't say these things to scare you, but my point is just that we are available. Like our purpose, the recruitment office's purpose, is to serve future students. So you know, help us help you. We exist to help you as you're applying. If you're thinking about it, you have questions, anything that there's more that you want to know, send us a message, give us a call, send us an email, you know, come visit us in person. You are more than welcome. Our main purpose is to serve you. So yeah.
Thank you so much for your time and for hanging out with me.
Oh my god, thank you for asking me to do this. When they asked me for one, they said you can either you or Anna, and I love Anna, but I was like, no, I'll do it.
So my final question for you is, do you have any advice that you would give to future students, either your past self or just a random student? If you could just stop them on the street and be like, I'm going to tell you something really important, you better listen, take out your notepad type thing.
Oh yeah. Okay, you know what? I was gonna save my my One Direction story for another day, but I think I'm gonna do it today. 2 lessons. 1, be yourself. Right? This is where my One Direction backpack story comes in, because when I started at Glendon, I was 18, and I had a backpack that was entirely covered in One Direction buttons. And when I was leaving to go to school, my mom took a look at me and said, "Are you really gonna go out like that? Like, are you sure?" I was like, "Of course I am." And she was like, "Are you sure? Because you're 18 and an adult. Is this really kind of like the first impression you want to be giving people?" And I was like, I don't know what this woman is on. Of course, I'm good. This is me. I'm a diehard One Direction fan. Are you kidding?
As you should be.
I've been a fan since 2011. I was 16 at the time, right? I was like 100%. So my mom was like, "Okay, I mean, like, you do you, but I don't think this, maybe don't come in so hot." And I was like, "You don't know what you're talking about." But I went to school, and I would get stopped all the time. "Oh my god, I love your backpack. Oh my god, you love One Direction? Oh my god, I love One Direction." And then I would just make friends all the time. I love your backpack. Oh my god, I just heard their new song.
Oh, to be in 2011 again.
Oh my god, I mean, okay, like, let it be known though that it was 2013 when I came here. It was, so, not that makes it any better. That's so long ago. That's literally 10 years ago. Yeah, so be yourself, because it's so authentic, and you will find people that like the things that you like. Glendon is such a friendly place. And lesson number 2 is, honestly, take advantage of the resources that are available to you. Like, I wish I had done more of that. I certainly did later on in my years. When I started, I started talking more regularly to one of our academic advisors that was there at the time. Now she's at the Kiel campus, but she was like my whole world here. She was incredible. She helped me maximize my degree. So I had started out in a different program, and then I ended up switching into sociology. I really found like my niche in there. And I ended up taking a couple of gender and women's studies courses, and then I think I'd taken like 1 sexuality studies course. And she was actually the one that said, you know, if you take like 1 or 2 more of these gender and women's studies courses, you could do a minor in it. And if you take 1 more sexuality studies course like this one, if you take this course, you could do a certificate in sexuality studies. And she really just helped me get the most out of my degree, and it didn't cost extra, and it didn't take me longer than it would have. It was just a matter of being a little bit more selective with the courses that I was going to be taking with my electives, so that I could like literally just effectively get the most out of my degree, which is really great. But it's not just academic advising. I mean, like, student financial services hosts sessions. and they're so incredibly helpful. I mean, when we would do presentations last year, we would tell students, like, you don't have to be accepted to even apply to like a scholarship or grant or bursary. Like, as soon as you apply and you get your reference number or your student number, you can start applying to these grants and awards and bursaries and all that stuff. And you should absolutely do. I mean, you have to know that all of this funding exists for you. Its purpose is for the students that are applying. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of academic services. Take advantage of us while you're applying. Ask us all the questions that you have. Once you're here, take advantage of the Office of Student Affairs and all the resources that they offer, the peer mentorship that they offer, they have club days that they'll do. If you can go to Frosh, definitely go to Frosh. That was something that my mom encouraged me to do. I was too scared. I was like, I'm not gonna know anybody. I don't want to. And she was like, the fact that you don't know anybody is exactly why you should go. And she was 100% right. I ended up making friends with a lot of people during Frosh, and then when classes started, I recognized people from Frosh in my classes, and then they would introduce me to their friends that they knew or that they had met, and it was like, not to like sound corny or anything, but it was like a never-ending cycle of friendship. You know, you'd meet new people, you make new friends, and you meet other people, you make even more new friends, and it was just really great. So yeah, number one, be yourself. Number two, definitely take advantage of every resource, because it's there for you. It exists for you. That's what it's there for.
Fantastic advice, as always. But thank you so much, Ellie, for coming and being a part of this continuing series. I hope you all enjoy Ellie as much as I do. And yeah.
I love you.
Yes. Yeah. I'll see you again soon, I guess. Be sure to like this video and subscribe and check me out on Instagram and TikTok for more funky shenanigans. Bye, everybody.
Bye.